Hi everyone, how are you today? I left my jumper on there. God, do you know what? I got into my office this morning. It was absolutely freezing. I've had my jumper on all morning. Anyway, hello everyone. Nice to see you here. My name's Anna Green. I run Direct Selling Success, where I teach network marketers and direct sellers across the industry to build and grow their businesses in a way that aligns with them, in a way that doesn't feel spammy and icky to them, in a way that they love to achieve their goals and dreams. So today I am wanting to talk to you about engagement on social media because we come into this industry, a lot of us, and we don't know anything about selling on social media. We don't know how to build an audience. We don't know how to engage with them once we've got that audience. So I talked a little bit over the past few weeks about how to grow that customer base. We've done the growing your audience bit. This is actually keeping them engaged and wanting to see what you're doing with everything. You want them to be communicating with you. You want them to be an engaged audience so that they stay seeing you, so you stay visible, and so that you can build up that relationship enough so they want to buy. An engaged audience is a profitable audience. So I'm going to give you my 5 top tips so that you can start to engage that audience a little bit more. So tip number 1, ask them questions. Ask them relevant questions. Get them talking to you. Get them giving you information. Get them sharing their opinion on things. That is my number 1 top tip. Because when you can get them answering questions, you can find out more about them. You can learn what they like and dislike. You can learn their feelings on things. It will also give you some ammunition to use for marketing. So the words that they use, how they speak, that sort of thing. So important in marketing. So yeah, ask some relevant questions. And the more relevant to your niche, the better. Because, and I go on about this all the time, it's a pet hate. Those posts, do you like tea or coffee? End this sentence in predictive text, those types of stuff that everybody posts up, often with the same images. Your customers are bored of it. They are so bored of it. They've seen it 100 times. They've answered the same questions 100 times. So a lot of them, they're not interested. They will scroll past, or they will stop clicking the notifications that you've posted in your Facebook group or on your Instagram, because they don't see it as valuable content. They see it as something that they've already seen. They've already engaged with that sort of thing. It's not original. It's not showing your personality. Plus, that sort of engagement you can't get anything from at all. You can't create a conversation from it that converts to sales. You can't. You just can't do anything with it. Right. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2: get to know your audience. So asking these questions can really help with this, but also can sharing your passions, finding things that you've got in common, becoming relatable to them. Getting to know your audience involves finding out about them. What do they like? What do they dislike? How do they feel about things? To do with your niche, obviously. How can you connect with them more? How can you put posts out there that they are going to engage with? Because when you know the people, you're going to know what they engage with. How do they feel about stuff? How do they react to things? What are the words that they like to use? Find out more about your audience. And to do this, you can put out posts that will help with that process, right? Number 3, give value. Your audience are following you for a reason, and that's because they like you, or they think that you can solve a problem for them or get them some sort of results, or you've created this community where they want to be part of it. They are following you for a reason. They are expecting you to give them value of some description. So what can you do in your niche that will add value to your customers and to your audience? What can you give them? Is it tips? I mean, I do this because I know that if people can see my training, they will respond, they will relate to me, they will understand what I'm about, they will get whether they are going to get me. So I add value by doing lots of trainings like this all over social media, in person, anywhere I can think. I do guest speaking slots. I am out being visible, giving value, because I know when people get my training, they will pay me for my training. So I will share my top tips. I'll share little bits of information, and then to to entice people to start following me, to engage with me. And then they will see how good I am and they will buy if they get me. That is the point of this. You can do the same with your products or your service. So you find your product and you talk about it and you share hints and tips on it, and you give ideas of how you can use it and what it will benefit for and the results that they can get, and life hacks, and build a community. Do these things and you will build an engaged audience. So give value. Number four, post stuff that they want to engage with. Now, this is the key. You need to do some proper content creation. If you don't know how to create content that converts into engaged audience, come and find me. Send me a message, find my email, come and get a free discovery call with me. It is so important that you have that content out there. I do teach content creation. It is so important, because your audience, if they don't find your content engaging, they're not going to keep following you. They're just going to get bored, or you're going to disappear off their radar along with everybody else's content. It's just all going to get blurred into one. You need to stand out, and your content is what makes you stand out. So get great content out there that they're going to want to engage with. Finding out what they want to engage with, get to know your audience, know who your ideal client is, know what your mission in your business is, your why, and you will find the content, right? Number 5, the most important, engage back. You cannot expect people to engage in your content unless you are engaging in theirs as well. And by this, I mean genuine engagement on social media. Spend some time, even if it's just 10 to 20 minutes a day, engaging with other people's content, going out there and sharing your knowledge in other people's groups, responding to comments, building those relationships with people that you know are your ideal client. Go engage with other people. Because if you're just engaging out there, nothing coming back, it's not very social, is it? Social media the idea is that it is social. The platforms like it when you are social both ways. So get engaging with other people. So they're my top tips. Let me recap for you. Ask relevant questions, get to know your audience, post stuff that they will engage with, add value, and engage back. Hope that helps. If you want any more support on this, come and find me. I have a free Facebook group with loads more training like this in, loads of top tips. I have a membership that you can join if you want full-on masterclasses and group coaching with me every month. And make sure you subscribe to this channel. You will see me once a week here live with more tips. See you soon.